Hi, I'm Judy Griffin, and this is Aroma Health Texas, and today we're going to continue working on primal flares using our essential oils, and we're going to use a little bit of the Petit Fleur essences. They're actually enfleurages, and they combine real well. They're the old-fashioned essential oils, you might say. And today we're going to work on a primal fear of being able to speak in front of people, and not just speak, but speak up for yourself and maybe others at times, but it usually happens that something happens in our life that we have to, be the one who comes and says, no, this is what I feel, this is what I'm experiencing. This blend also will work on rage or anger or pent-up feelings, and you have to get them out, folks, at some point. And most of us are well into adulthood before we get a clue, okay? And this helps us. And so I hope that's a good enough explanation. It is such a vivid experience for me that, it's just like it happened yesterday. But anyway. We're going to start by doing a base, and we're going to use a 1/2 ounce bottle this time, because hopefully we won't have to do this over and over again. You never know. And we're going to start making a base chord note, so we're going to use 3 different base essential oils to make this, because we really need the strength, and we're going to use all trees. And it's all about grounding us and giving us the strength to allow this to happen in such a way that, you don't produce an earthquake, which is really bad for people to experience. So since I have 3 base notes, I'm going to use 2 drops of each. And I started with cedarwood. That's a great one. And then, cedarwood is about strength. Then I'm going to go into sandalwood, and it is about calmness. Come on. Okay. It adds calmness. Oh, wait a minute, I want to get one more drop in. I don't think that was a full drop. Okay. So we have strength, we have calmness. We have frankincense, because it's very grounding and it's subtle about it. Okay, I like that. Because we really want to focus on what we're saying and who we're saying it to. So then we're going to go into the heart of the matter, and the Petit Fleur I'm going to use is red crepe myrtle, and it is specifically for letting go, not all at once necessarily, but setting up to let go, to speak for yourself, not to be who everyone wants you to be, to release the anger and rage you may have stored in your body since you were about 2, and in such a way that, I don't want to say it's acceptable, but that it doesn't make you look bad. It's just a strong statement. It's not biting somebody's head off. And I'm going, even though this is a 1/2 ounce, I'm going to use the amounts used on a 1 ounce blend of all my essential oils. So I'm going to use 8 drops of red crepe myrtle, which is not really fragrant, but that's okay, because we're going to come back and use rosemary, which is very fragrant, to support that, being able to speak your mind. And rosemary helps you not bring up the difficult things or the things you're angry about, but it helps produce endorphins in the body, so you can feel good about what you're doing, and you can also have some good memories to help support you. And I'm going to use 7 drops of that. Then our top note is going to be spearmint. This is very herbally, and I like it because it's herbal is, you know, it's not flowery, it's not, oh, romantic or anything like sensual. No, this is down to earth, earthy. We've got earthy trees as base notes, and we've got herbs that are part of our food chain. So it's very common sense. We're going to use 6 drops of spearmint. And spearmint is very good for helping with just this situation. It's cooling. People say, what about peppermint? Well, peppermint is a heart note. Don't use peppermint. It's very heating. We don't want something heating. We want something cooling. And spearmint is the mint that is very cooling. And it's also very good about helping us speak our minds. Interesting. And then we're going to top it off with a little bergamot. And we're going to just use 3 drops of that. And bergamot is also one that helps take some of the difficulty out of a situation, but, you know, gives you the backbone to do it and not stumble around or, you know, oh, I'm going to make a fool of myself, well, or just spontaneously explode. No, this blend is meant to change that. Well, I'm glad I used that much essential oils because that's just about right, I think. I like it. It's smooth, but yet I can feel the strength that it's promoting in my body, and I feel a lot in my tummy area, heart. That's actually your heart area in Oriental medicine, but I can feel it there. And if I have fears or I have anger and things like that, I feel that there too. So it's, I think, going to be a very good blend. Again, primal fears, we all have them, okay? So it's not like, well, you know, I don't need that. That's not true, because these primal fears are stored in the amygdala of the brain, the old part of the brain, and they are there. They are there for a lifetime. So you have to know how to deal with them, and as you deal with them, it's not going to trigger often or as much, or maybe not at all. But you do have to deal with it, and it does send messages throughout your nervous system. So we want these messages to be cooling and soothing and subtle. And then when we're expressing all this and we're thinking, well, why do I have this anger? I'm not even, you know, I don't even know what I'm angry about. Most of the emotions that were stored in the amygdala brain happened by or before you were 2 or 3 years old. And most people do not remember all that. You think you do remember a whole lot, you don't remember everything. And so that's why it's important to make an aromatherapy blend to have on hand. And you know, if you don't have days when you're angry, I want to talk to you, okay? And so we're going to, if we have the opportunity, we're going to let it mix for 3 weeks in a cool, dark place. We're going to keep our bergamot in the refrigerator because it's a citrus. And if you need it sooner, please, you know, don't hesitate to use it. Let's go ahead and label it and put the date on it. And then we'll be ready to rock and roll here soon. I'll be looking forward to hearing your questions and your comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.